everybody. I'm Leo Reyes Rayon,
I'm Josh Glazer.
and today we're going to be talking about the LA Rams. First of all, Rams fans, how do you feel about this logo y'all have now? I mean, it's kind of like I didn't even see why they changed it. You know what I mean? I liked it how it was, but I guess when you move to LA, shit has to go the LA way. You know?
Yeah, I think it's kind of, I don't know, it's very strange. Kind of a publicity stunt. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what they're doing really. But anyway, that's the Rams. They can't manage their cap, so they're gonna change. They're gonna have control what they can control.
yeah, yep. So
Sorry. That was kind of mean, but anyway.
So yeah, man, they were basically 500 last year. Pretty much, almost a playoff team in a super tough division, as like we've stated before. You know what I mean? With the upcoming team like the Cardinals right at their neck, and then having to play, the previous NFC champions 2 times, and the Seattle Seahawks. So they have a young quarterback. I mean, however young, if you consider, Jared Goff. Gurley is out. Brandon Cooks is out, and on the other side they have Aaron Donald is still there, and Ramsey is still there. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much the baseline of this team. Uh, they still have, even with Cooks gone, they still have like decent receivers. They still have good receivers. So yeah, man, I'm gonna let you just take it off from there, bro. What do you see?
They're interesting. I could see them maybe drafting a running back, but I think they would wait till later. They drafted a guy, I believe D'Angelo Henderson last year,
Yeah, yeah.
and he didn't play quite as much. So maybe they see him as the starter coming in, or who knows. The Rams never, I mean, Kyle Shanahan, but the Kyle Shanahan tree, or the Mike Shanahan tree, has never really emphasized running back as like a position of high importance. So I think they'll just kind of do running back by committee. So I didn't have that as a need necessarily on the offense. Only other position on the offense, the line was very strange last year. They weren't good, but they also had a lot of injuries and a lot of just weird things happen.
Hmm.
Now that people have come back and they traded for a guy mid-year, and now that guy Austin Corbett has a full off season, whatever off season there is with the whole thing
Yeah.
going on. But he's got a full off season to kind of get caught up.
Hmm.
So they should be good on offensive line, except for excuse me, the one the one place that they might look at is tackle because of how old Whitworth is. They re-signed him because I think they panicked and there was nothing else out there, so they just said might as well hold on to a guy like that we know can play maybe above average.
Hmm.
But the only position really is receiver to replace Cooks, and I think they probably go with a bigger guy or a guy that's really great after the catch. So the bigger guy, I would target it because they have a second round pick from the Texans,
All
which
right.
like every team has a pick from the Texans, like you said earlier. And then they also have 52, 84, and 104. So that first pick, maybe they go, you could see them going receiver to replace Cooks to kind of get another playmaker. And a guy like Michael Pittman would be great there, or maybe a guy like Brandon Ayuk drops.
Hmm.
He's electric with the ball in his hands, or a guy from Texas, the UT's finest, Devin Duvernay is a guy I like too for them.
Yeah.
On defense, they're kind of replacing everybody not named
Hmm.
Aaron Donald. So it's a lot of in and out, a lot of Corey Littleton gone, a lot of Clay Matthews, Eric Weddle, just pretty much just a ton of people are gone. They have Jalen Ramsey, which is great, but they need safeties, they need linebackers. So, and that's hard when you only have one pick that's really can get a true impact player. But a
Hmm.
linebacker, they probably go after based on who they've drafted previously. They look at more coverage guys, and then they kind of just get by against the run because they have
Hmm.
Aaron Donald. They guy like Troy Dye or Darian Taylor, Darian Taylor. Those are two guys that kind of play well in space but aren't great against the run. In
Hmm.
safety, they really kind of need a center fielder because all their pieces are better closer to the line. Like John Johnson is really good against at the line and a lot of their other DBs. So if
Mm-hmm.
they could get a young guy that could play, that they could trust in the back end, it's gonna be hard to get a guy like 52 there. But maybe like a guy like Ashton Davis or Julian Blackman.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them have good range. They're a little raw, but there's potential there. So that's kind of where I see them targeting kind of 3 positions of real need with 4 picks. They should be able to get it done, but it's the Rams, and they haven't really drafted well. And, well, I don't know. They've drafted okay, but they haven't been smart in where they're investing their money. They've,
Right, right.
they've invested in all the wrong people, basically. But whether it be Cooks getting traded or Gurley getting cut or Goff not really taking that next step yet. Maybe he takes the next step and all this doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on your side? I have them going. I'll let you go first. Where do you see them going record wise?
I mean, man. I mean, it's hard to say because, like, I'm gonna say 8-8. You know.
Yeah, that's a good call. I have them same record as last year, 9-7.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of think McVay will manufacture enough wins just based on his play calling is pretty decent, and there's only so many. Oh, excuse me. There's only there's only so many teams that have the personnel to really take get their system out of whack.
Yeah, right.
When they play those good teams, they're going to struggle. They don't play well against good teams, but when they play the lesser teams, they should do pretty well.
Yeah,
As long as
yeah,
it's not the Cardinals, because they
yeah. Yeah,
lost the
right.
Cardinals last year.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, man. No first round pick for you, LA. Yep.
No,
But
they gave it up for Ramsey, which
yeah.
is probably a good move, but
Mhm.
it's a lot of money for a corner, and
Yeah.
probably I don't know. That's one of those things that we'll know in a couple of years how good of a trade that was.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I mean, and they have the potential to even, I mean, who knows? Maybe they win games that we expect them to lose. You know what I mean? And they end up making the playoffs. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's kind of how we see the LA Rams. You have anything closing thoughts you want to say?
Nope.
All right, y'all. I'm Leo Reyes Rayon,
I'm Josh Glazer,
and we're on to San Francisco.
the 49ers.
All right, y'all. Peace.